Hello and welcome to Mock Productions. You're here with me, Matthew, and we are back with another news update for Skylanders Superchargers. Oh boy, this is going to be an update and a half. This is going to be awesome. So, at this moment in time, San Diego Comic-Con is going on. So if anyone is interested in Comic-Con, then there is your news coming up. For some surprising reason, Skylanders is there. I had no idea they did games there. But that is rather interesting. So, let's get to it. First of all, let's just go off the subject of Comic-Con and go back just maybe about 2 weeks to some official pictures of these two in particular. Now, there's this thing, which some of you might be like, what's that? And then some of you might be like, oh, I know what that is. This is Jetstream, and this is basically Hurricane Jet Vac's vehicle of choice in toy form. And boy, does it look good. It looks really, really awesome. It looks fantastic. I like how the fans on the side give it almost like eyes. The front of it is like a beak. So it's very much like a bird plane. So it's sort of a mixture of a plurd. There we go. It's just a plurd. Or a bane. No, don't call it Bane. That's from Batman. No, don't do that. But you've got that. So that looks really cool. Liking the colours. They help a lot with bringing out on the detail of all the bolts and all the airy kind of stuff going on there. So that's really, really cool. And then we've also got this guy, which of course is Hurricane Jet Vac, looking slightly odd with what looks like longer legs. He looks quite taller in this one. I don't know if they've stretched him or whatever, but you can see his toy form with this nice sort of gas cloud coming out as if it's the air, standing on the engine, looking really cool there. So I'm liking the look of these two especially. Hopefully we might be able to see some combo pack packaging of this maybe pretty soon, or at least packaging. That would be pretty awesome. So moving on, we've got the Comic-Con stuff. So this, you might not have seen this, you might have. You might already know what it is, you might not. This is basically, this actually was revealed last night. This information came out last night, and it was basically like, here you go, have a spoiler. That wasn't the exact words, but taking a guess as to what these were, I could firstly tell you that that one at the very front with what looked like blue tyres was in fact Hot Streak. It does look very much like Hot Streak. And then I was thinking, well, what's going to be the other one over there? Is it going to be Stealth Elf's vehicle or something like that? And in the end I sort of thought, hold on, they've basically reused the pictures, and this is what they normally do. They've reused these pictures and just placed cloaks over them. And matching it up with a picture, that other one in the background is Sea Shadow. The only thing I couldn't think of was what it was. Now, a lot of people will probably be like, yeah, it was easy. Of course we all knew this was coming. We all knew that they were going to bring out da-da-da-da-da. Well, okay, yes, of course they were. Of course they were. There was also this, which I was thinking, what the holy moly is this? I was thinking Chaos Trap Point 2. No, it's definitely not that. But it is something to do with chaos. So I was kind of confused last night, but I sort of thought, once seeing this, was something about the Dark Edition, and that's exactly what happened. This is the Dark Edition vehicles. We have Sea Shadow, and we also have what's his name? Hot Streak. I couldn't think of his name. Hot Streak there. So those two are going to be Dark Edition vehicles. And then there's this, the Kaos Trophy Cup thing. Yeah, I didn't really think that was going to be coming out, but it did, and it also looks really awesome. It does look odd, but once you sort of have a look at it and keep staring at it, then you sort of get what's going on. It is rather weird, but I kind of like it, but I just want to know what it's going to do. And if it's not going to come out in its own separate pack, I may have to get the Dark Edition, which I really don't want to do. I know a lot of people love the Dark Editions, but I have made my case nothing is wrong with the Dark Editions. Absolutely null point is wrong with them. They are fantastic, and if I had the money, I would buy every single Dark Edition there has been, and there will be. But I like the normal versions of my Skylanders. Dark Editions are okay. They're perfectly fine. But I like my Skylanders exactly how they are when we first see them. That's just my personal thoughts. But anybody who has any other things can put it in the comments. They can just put them in the comments and say, I love Dark Edition. Well, that's fine. I don't mind. Perfectly fine. And I'm only trying to be funny here. I'm not getting aggressive or anything. But it's perfectly fine. I mean, I love the Dark Edition. It's a fantastic way of giving everybody another shot at getting new and exclusive figures. But all I want to know is if this is going to be exclusive or not. That's my question. Nothing is against the Dark Edition. That's all I'm saying there. Anyway, moving on. We've got this, which is obviously showing off the two vehicles and also two of the Skylanders. Yeah, you can see Spitfire there, and you can also see Stealth Elf with Chaos in the middle. That's just a normal Chaos picture there, really. There's a bit of an up-close look at that, which is looking pretty cool, liking the sort of silvery look on Spitfire and Hot Streak. So, obviously, we've got to talk about this. The starter packs, they've already shown the packaging for them. Looking pretty interesting. Again, they show the top part showing the vehicles, the figures, the cup, which I really hope is going to come out in a single thing. And it looks super cool. And I would definitely get it if I wanted to buy two starter packs. Now, moving on, we've got this. Now, people are probably going to be like, you've got to be kidding me. No. Basically, this one is a starter pack for the Wii and the Wii U, and it basically contains the exact same figures that would normally come in the starter pack. So if you were going to have the normal Wii, you'd have Bowser. If you were going to have the Wii U, the 3DS and the Wii is Bowser, and then Donkey Kong is just the Wii U. But you can see their vehicles have all been Dark Editioned up. Bowser is looking super awesome. Donkey Kong is like wearing a black tuxedo. They look awesome, and it's very borderline whether I actually want to buy the normal or the Dark Edition. It is persuading me slightly here, which is kind of concerning, but I'm happy for that, because that's the whole point of these Dark Editions. They're there for you to get these lovely exclusives and be able to say, I've got the Dark Edition Spitfire, good for you, I have the normal Spitfire. And it's really awesome, and they look super cool. So there they are. There's the Wii U and the Wii, sort of showing you everything out of packet, really. The game actual discs seem the same, but the figures are all coloured differently, and the portal seems to be the exact same, which is rather interesting. I just really want to know what that Chaos Cup trophy thing is going to do. That's my one question. So moving on, obviously I want to just show what is in each individual pack. So you've got Spitfire the Dark Edition, you've got Hot Streak of the Dark Edition, Stealth Elf of the Dark Edition, you have Sea Shadow of the Dark Edition, and then you also have the Chaos Cup. And they come in every single starter pack except the Nintendo ones. So that's a bit of a dig at everyone for the Nintendos who want a Dark Stealth Elf or a Dark Sea Shadow. So that is clever. That is very clever. That is gonna probably rattle a few people, but let me know what's your thoughts. Are you gonna stick with the normal or the Dark Edition? Let me know in the comments below. And then obviously, on about all the Nintendo stuff, you have Donkey Kong's vehicle, you've got the Clown Cruiser, and you've got the Barrel Blaster. Then you've got Donkey Kong there, looking pretty cool, and Bowser there, just looking absolutely amazing. So there we go. Moving on, this rather intrigues me. This is Chaos in what is being called the Doom Jet. Whether we're going to get a Chaos vehicle and character, I have no idea. Whether this is just going to be him flying around in game, I have no idea. Whether this is the Cup's secret thing where you put the Cup on and you put Sea Shadow on and there you go, you get the Doom Jet. I don't know. It would make sense, seeing as the Sea Shadow is of the dark element, and Chaos is a dark person. He's devious, deceptive. Plus, that vehicle does sort of look a bit like Sea Shadow, and Chaos is wearing some sort of magnet clamp helmet thing. I don't know what's he doing, but he definitely looks different. He looks like a king, he looks like an emperor, and he's riding around in what is being called the Doom Jet. Moving on from that, we've got screenshots. So we have Stealth Elf there with I keep having to think about it, Hot Streak, looking pretty cool. And then we have the Barrel Blaster piloted by Spitfire, again looking super cool with that sort of barrel thing off the edge. Moving on, we also have Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong throwing barrels at these flying things. The flying things look very awesome. And then we have the Clown Cruiser looking immensely awesome. The detailing, the colouring just looks so cool. So cool. And there's two of them. We got Spitfire and Stealth Elf shooting at the enemies and about to sort of, looks like a speed swipe maybe on one of them. And then switching it around, we got Spitfire and Donkey Kong there about to take out those enemies as well. Looks exactly almost as if they've like switched them over really quickly. And the enemies are like walking along. But that's really cool. Moving on, then we have another Barrel Blaster one with some winged enemy things. Don't know exactly what they are, but hopefully we'll find out soonish. And then there's Bowser piloting it, looking really cool there with that massive sort of wheel at the back. Bowser almost just fitting in there with these troll things piloting those flying wing things. That's all I can say for them. Bowser again with his hammer, looking really cool, just about to smack all those elves in the face. Bowser running, that looks really cool, with all of his little Koopas there running away, and he just looks so cool in that silver armour. It really makes him look almost like a king. His horns are even silver. Wow, that's really cool. There's Stealth Elf there with a silver and black deco. Still got a gun there and some sort of gnome in the background as well as a gong thing. And there is, of course, Bowser summoning his people and letting them do the dirty work for him, which is pretty cool. So there we go, guys. That is the news update. Some fantastic stuff. The Dark Edition has been announced and it is here. In terms of prices, no idea of yet. I'd be guessing that it might be about $10, pounds, euros more than the normal starter pack, but it could be maybe in the $74.99 range. I think that's what it's been before. But I will try and let you know ASAP about the pricing. But there's some fantastic things going on here. You know, brilliant looking screenshots. Fantastic. Bowser looks amazing. Really awesome stuff. Just going through all this again, going back through it. It just looks so cool, super cool. And hopefully during Comic-Con we might even see maybe another character revealed, something like that. But for now, I mean, this is fantastic news. A lot of people are going to be satisfied that a Dark Edition has been announced and is coming out. So yeah. So I will leave you to it. You can obviously subscribe to the channel for more news about Skylanders Superchargers, and also many unboxings and gameplay to come up. You can also comment down below, like I've said before, which starter pack would you rather have, the normal or the Dark Edition? I can see a lot of people saying Dark Edition, but who knows? And obviously you can rate the video so I know you're enjoying this series of the news updates. Thank you very much for everyone's support during these news updates. It's highly appreciated. And I shall see you guys on the next video on the channel. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you then, and goodbye.